Okay, guys, so we are in my computer here. And listen, if you're a dopamine goblin right now and you can't focus, you're going to want to click away from this video. But if you want to learn how to actually make money, then I'm going to show you. Okay, this is very, very, very valuable. And you can see this is a hefty bit here. So this top half, we're going to cover some high level thinking. This is more not like theoretical, but just higher level. And then we're going to get into the weeds here with actual funnel processes and flows and details and everything. So here's the thing. About info products and about the info product space, everybody's funnels usually are decent on the front end, right? You see like somebody's profile, they're posting content, they're asking people to sign up to their newsletter, opt into their VSL, purchase a lead magnet, whatever. Those usually look fine. It's not that hard to get because you can kind of just look test to everybody. And you guys might think like, oh, this person's crushing it. Well, newsflash, most of them are not running their sales process the right way. Why can we say that? Bit of a track record here. I grew Closer Cartel from $0 to $5 million plus in 36, 48 months. I was a high ticket sales rep for years. So like I did the actual trenches work of this before I was like selling courses and all this. Over 4,000 of our students have earned between $5,000 and $50,000 a month and have gone on to build successful businesses. I'm an instructor inside of Iman Ghazi's Educate program, and we are scaling our private info clients right now to 300, 500K a month. We have a client that is probably going to hit $1 million a month relatively quickly. So we know our stuff. The first thing that for you, whether you own an info product or whether you are trying to do IPO, you have to plug leaks. And think of business as everything is a funnel. All parts of, especially online marketing and everything, is a funnel. So if at each step of this funnel, I lose 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, when you get to the end of that thing, you've lost 40% of whatever metric we're talking about. But that's the reality of how this works. So first we need to define what are leaks. And in marketing, these look like poor profile optimization. So if you have like a link tree in your bio, for example, you're not really maximizing the amount of people coming into that top of funnel. The link in your bio, if you're running off Reels traffic or off organic traffic, is huge. That is like a massive, massive traffic driver. And if you have 5 different links, people don't know where to click and they're not really going to know, oh, well, I should opt in here and then I should follow this process and then I should watch this. They have no idea. So what happens here? Well, it leaks. So people trickle off. They fall off the bandwagon. They fall off the horse. They don't go in the right direction. Offers. I'll make a whole other video on offers for you guys. I actually have a nasty one that we're cooking up right now. But if you don't have your offer dialed the right way, you're just going to lose percentages of your audience. Not using quality lead magnets. If you're going to sell a lead magnet, it has to be quality, because if it's not, every portion of people that buy that thing are then going to be like, oh, this sucks. The rest of his stuff probably sucks. Not using automation, tools like Hypefury, ManyChat, these sort of things. Whereas most people will be like, oh yeah, we'll just have the DM setter do it. Okay, what happens if you get 1,000 comments on this reel? You're gonna have a DM setter go DM 1,000 people separately and keep up with everyone in his inbox? No. So if you were doing it that way, it's a leak. You're losing. It's falling out of the system. And then a bunch of other things, guys. Sales-wise, very quickly, poor setting process, no pre-call assets, show up reminders, no sales call strategy, no follow-up procedures, not using automated sequences. All of these things are leaks that are very common that if you plug, you make more money. Like it works that way. It's kind of beautiful. The next thing, what does our high-level marketing funnel look like? Guys, 90% of modern info sellers are following this sort of system, okay? They've got a good profile. They've got some sort of strategy. Oh, we're going to bang reels. We're going to bang tweets. We're going to bang TikToks out, whatever their strategy is. So they pick their platform. Let's just use IG. From social media, you've got a lot of different touch points. You have DMs, you have your content, you have a newsletter, if you have a newsletter, or an opt-in connected to the back of an opt-in, like a VSL or a lead capture. And then you have a landing page, link in your bio. All 4 of these things are separate touch points. And this is where people mess up, is they will do 1, but they won't do 4. If you can get someone to hit all 4 of these, they're obviously going to get hit with more coming from each one of these sources. They're hitting that 7 to 10 touch points that you typically need to like get someone to buy or to opt in or to trust you. So these are super important. And this isn't that complicated, guys, but the typical strategy right now is like IG Reels, post the Reels, auto DM with ManyChat, auto DM gets pinged, CRM gets set up, setter is working that ManyChat CRM based on all the comments on your reel. Now you have 5,000 leads, 10 buy. Awesome. That's what's happening right now. And I could go on for hours, but we're going to make this video short. Within every one of these, like the landing page, the content itself, how it's angled, the DMs themselves, the newsletter, there's so many little intricacies that can be improved, but we're keeping this part high level. Then all of this funnels to what? A call. Everything goes to a call unless you're just slinging on a checkout, which is pretty rare to make work. The next thing we have here is sales process. So this is marketing funnel at a high level. What does it high level sales process look like? So you're taking all your traffic. Ideally, you're sending it to something that's warming them up. You're not just sending them to a call. Main VSL, lead magnets, both of these collect emails. Both of these then get nurtured, value-based emails, nailing pain points, leveraging case studies. Then they get a CTA. People like to skip this and they like to just go straight from traffic to CTA. That doesn't work very well. I mean, it'll work, but it's not ideal, right? What you want to do is you want to send them through Touchpoint, touch point. Oh, now CTA, because then your stats are going to be a lot better and you're efficient. And the goal of business is to be efficient. Then call booked. This starts two very, very key flows that most people fuck up, which is, do you have a pre-call flow of more stuff that they're going to watch, more value they're going to get, more wins, social proof. And then if they don't show up, you have a whole flow to get them re-engaged to then book a call again. Or do they close? Yes or no? Follow-up process, no-show process, one awesome deal. Pretty simple, right? So what tech do we use for this? Guys, we keep this pretty slim. Right now we're using ManyChat, Hypefury for Twitter, ClickFunnels, $100 a month. ClickFunnels, it's good. I use ActiveCampaign. This is definitely more expensive as you have more emails. We have like 100,000 on our list. Appointment Scheduler, Calendly, Schedule Once. CRM, we use Close.io. Gets a little expensive per users, but I like it. Zapier, all of these things. If it's your business, you're going to pay. But if you're doing the IPO model and you're growing clients, they're paying for all of this. You're not, which is beautiful. So some quick wins for you guys if you have a business or you're a person scaling these. So let's say with this example, they're doing $50,000 a month selling Amazon FBA. They sell a $19.97 course and have another course for $500. They have 2 sales reps, 1 setter. They also have an email list of 25,000 subs. They don't have a CRM. They don't have lead magnets or sales assets. What can we do to get quick wins? This is a very, 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 very typical info client. There's a lot of these, okay? So this is what I would do. So first, I'm gonna look at the products. You're gonna pick one course to sell. If you sell 2 programs, that's fine, but they need to be far enough apart that you're not like price gouging each other. So for example, we sell a 5K and we sell a $997 for Closer Cartel. If you buy the $1,000 product, even if you're payment planning, there's no chance you afford the 5K. But the point of that is to give you money to then buy the 5K. If you have like $2,000 in your pocket, we're probably going to try to get you on a payment plan for 5K. But if we had a $1997 and a $500, it's a $1,500 difference. It's not that big of a difference. So what's going to happen is you're naturally going to have people gravitate towards your cheaper product, which you don't want. Let's pick one, make it work, or increase the price of the top one and then bump this to like $997 or something. Then spin this up as a coaching program, angle it as that. And I'm going to make a video about this. We call this the Holy Trinity of offers. The Holy Trinity of offers is number 1, course, coaching, community. Those 3 things are how you can value stack one and get really good results for people, but how you can value stack an info offer. This is the Holy Trinity. We're making a video on that soon for you guys. But that's what I would do in this case, because you obviously are doing good numbers, so it's validated. You probably could just triple your business if you sold a more expensive offer. So let's go 4 to 6K. Let's give them the Holy Trinity, which is what we're saying here. And then let's use the lower one to downsell. So if someone doesn't have the funds, we're downselling. We're still collecting cash. Then we're going to gather all the information from like what is available from this client. We're going to make a very quality lead magnet. So if they have a team of copywriters, they can do that. If not, Fiverr, Upwork, it's easy. First impressions matter a lot, guys. So when you launch a lead magnet, everyone thinks it's cheap. So they're going to slack. Like, oh yeah, it's just a lead magnet. We're not going to do a lot of work. That's backwards, because more people are going to buy your lead magnet than are going to touch your actual paid product. So if your lead magnet sucks, they're going to think that you suck and they're not going to work with you. So we have to do this the right way. That's like not that big. Lead magnet's good. But basically the point here is you already have traffic if you're doing $50,000 a month. So we need to just optimize the offers and we need to make it more efficient here. So make the sales team more efficient, make this more efficient, getting the use of emails to actually get sales. And then all we got to do is make a lead magnet or a sales asset to basically build social proof, build results, build trust. Oh, I like this. This guy knows his stuff. In that sales process, jack the price up, use Holy Trinity, boom. You're now at 150K. That's it. Like legitimately, if you are watching this video and you're doing $50,000 a month, if you paid me for coaching, I would tell you to do this and you would triple your business, because I've seen it happen time and time again. So now we're going to get into the weeds, guys. We've already covered the sales process here. So now what we're going to do is get into that. So we already have the tech stack. Here's what it looks like. And this is some very nerdy stuff. So just bear with me, okay? So it's very important that you understand different stages of leads. So for example, if you have a new opt-in, they're going to be sold to differently than someone that has already been in the VSL and just opened your next email. And by the way, if you don't know how to be tracking all of this, you need to know how to track all of this. And it's Zapier, it's tags, it's automation. Very important. So I'm not going to read through each step of these, but new opt-in. So this is a new opt-in. Let's say we have a VSL. They just opted in for the first time. They're going to get hit with their nurture flows, and they're going to get hit with the things that are not heavy CTAs. It's just warming them up, nurturing, right? New application. So this is the difference between an application and a booking call. A call booked is like a time. An application is the step right before that. So here we're a little bit more warm. So we need to tag this in the system, whatever the system is that you're using. We need to tag this to where people know, oh, this is an application. They're pretty warm. They're probably going to get more CTAs than the just the lead would. Booked call, that's self-explanatory. Cancellation flow, no-show flow. So if they don't show up, email, SMS, wait a day. Did they rebook? No. Okay. Pre-call flow. And this pre-call flow would be like the whole nurture sequence. So it'd be like 1 email, 2 email, 3 email, YouTube video, VSL, free thing. Like you got to hit them. You hit them. Because remember what we're doing here, guys, everything I'm showing you is what? It's a funnel. And at each stage of the funnel, we have a certain amount of drop off. So if you put 100 people into the top of this thing, at the end, you might only get 5. So the whole game you're playing in info as a marketer and as a sales process expert is you're trying to turn this into 100. You can't super change, that's marketing. But instead of getting 5 out the bottom of this funnel, why don't we get 20? Like if we're closing a $5,000 offer, if we can make this funnel, and let's say this is the whole biz, this funnel is the whole business. We're just using it in a funnel sense. If we can make this more efficient to the point where we get 20 people at the back end of that, opposed to 5, we just 4x'd our business. That's the logic I want you guys to understand. Like this isn't crazy rocket science. Yeah, it's a little complicated, but like this is the game you're playing. You're not playing the game of like, oh, I'm a better closer, or oh, I run ads. No, you're playing the efficiency game. If I get 100 people to opt in to the top of this funnel, whatever it's VSL, lead magnet, webinar, training, content, even whatever it is, can I get 20 instead of 5? And can I take, here's what the IPO business model is, can I take a percentage of the spread between 5 and 20? So in this case, that would be 15 extra deals that they're getting. Let's just say a month. It's 15 extra deals they're getting a month from your efforts making this funnel more efficient. So take 10% of that upside. If that's $200,000, boom, bro, you just made 20 grand. Congratulations. Next thing, sales team workflows. I'm not going to read every question here. You guys can see this. These are what we do to make sure that your sales team is actually doing what they're supposed to do. So this is a Google form to a Slack summary. This is for the Zaps, tracking sheets, update CRM. This is for whatever offer, but you want to see, hey, what are we looking at right now? Like, what's the calls look like? Did we make an offer? What are the actual stats? What's the close rate? What's the show rate? What's the lead quality? Where the lead's coming from? You want to know these things. End of day reminders for sales team to do. Schedule refresh, Slack message, EOD report. We have a channel for that. EOD form for the setters. Same thing as above. Okay. This is just tactical, easy stuff. And then finally, we have finance workflows. We do this in Slack. You just have a fail pay or a new payment. And this also signals to your team whether they need to recall people, disputes, refunds. Guys, I'm telling you, the game you're playing in info is this game. That's it. There's a couple of things that I've learned really that have been a rude awakening for me in info. And that is the importance of one, the offer. I have a client in the trading space. They make ridiculous amounts of money. They have a really good personal brand. That's the leverage there. But they're not doing anything that's like crazy or never been seen before, other than they're just doing a personal brand at a high level. But what's the difference between them doing 20 million a year versus someone else doing 5? It's literally the offer. It's what do they sell? What is the space they're in? So 1 is the offer. 2 is sales process. This is so big. Guys, this is the difference between, like I said, $100K a month or 300K and 1 million and 3 and 2 and 6, vice versa. And then I would say that third thing probably is just efficiency is huge. If you can figure out how to make your business or your client's business more efficient and you can get 20 instead of 5, you are on your way to making a lot of money. So like right now, just to give you guys an update, I don't know when this video will come out. We're 6 days into August. We are already collected at like $150,000, $160,000 for our IPO client that we're doing this for. He's our client. That's a $500,000, $600,000 a month pace. And this is our first full month with them. It's first week actually, because it's August, but that client will do $1 million a month. They never had a sales team. They never had a CRM. They didn't have any of that set up. They did 20 million a year, but they didn't have any of the sales stuff set up. So now we're adding, what is that? $6 to $10 million a year to their bottom line from doing this the right way. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I might put this in the description. So you can check the description. If it's there, I'll link it to you. But yeah, I hope you enjoy.